doing the sport for many years, 40 years. I'm actually in my late 50s now, and anybody can do the sport. Obviously, we have different levels, and I've always, kind of kept myself in the sport. So I have maintained a lot of my muscle size that I've built over the years. We've always trained extremely heavy as we could go. We still go very heavy. I don't go as heavy as I used to in my 30s. That was probably when I was at my highest level of strength, was in my 30s to late 30s. There are certain exercises that I don't do. And I'm never one to, I might come across as kind of extreme. I suppose I am in a way. But I always tell people, and I practice this myself, if something hurts, stop doing it. If you have an injury or you have some kind of, issue, physical issue, work around it. Mm-hmm. Don't train through an injury or train through an issue that you have. Train around it. Stop, sit back, go and do something else. Especially for women, a post-menopausal, this sport is really good because you can go there, as I said, you're competing with yourself. You're not competing with other people, and you can do that too. For me, my biggest competition is in my own head, is what can I do today? How am I going to be this week? I'm tired, we get up at 5 o'clock every day. What can I do? Can I still do that exercise? Can I still reach that maximum amount of reps and the amount of weight that I did 2 weeks ago? You can go in there and you can push yourself to your own limits. Take yourself where you're comfortable and then push a little bit beyond that. We don't all have to be on the same level. But again, for women, post-menopausal, to keep our bones strong, to keep our posture good, to keep ourselves active and healthy, weight training is for me, it's wonderful.
And something I will add, with a medical background, a lot of women that they don't realize, a lot of women are like, oh gosh, I don't want to get buff. You can't. It's really difficult.
To put on
but
size.
What I will say is weight training and weight bearing exercises for women is so beneficial, especially in the later years. My mom's 58 now, and women even past that age. What it does is when you break up those muscle fibers, it forces your long bones to produce red blood cells, which then go repair your muscle. And what that's also doing is increasing your bone density. Now, my mom and I, our bone density is through the roof, and it's because we work with heavy weights. And everyone's got a different mindset of what heavy is, what heavy is to you. And like my mom said, you get that point and then you can hit a little bit harder, and no one's ever going to go to the gym and, work out really hard and be like, wow, I look terrible. Women are always like, I don't want to get buff. You can't. We've tried,
Very hard to put on muscle. You're never going to get huge, and you're not.
And that's why bodybuilding is such a cool sport, because the older you get, it's a sport where you improve with age, because it takes time to build up muscle.
Yes.
So you build more muscle as you age.
And you can start at any age. There is absolutely
no limit to that.
We've heard of people starting to do weight training
at
in their
70.
70s. Yeah, and beyond. Mm-hmm. It's amazing. We love it.
Yeah.